Hello and welcome to the semifinals of ZOTAC number 259. This is a best of 3 between Lucifer, spawning as the blue undead in the top right, versus Rain, spawning as the dark green undead in the bottom right. So, this is going to be pretty exciting. These are going to be pretty exciting. I love Undead Mirror. I love to watch Undead Mirror, but I hate to play it personally. That's just my opinion. It's not fun, but I love to watch it. It's very fun. We're gonna see what happens here. We're looking like it looks like we have pretty similar builds here. Not quite the same, as you can see. We have over here for Rain doing the Crypt Altar and then the Ziggurat, and here we have the Altar Ziggurat and then the Crypt for Lucifer. We do have a Scout Acolyte coming out for both players, and that should throw it on the shop and then Scout. Lucifer is going to come down here and find Rain's position immediately. Let's see which way that Rain scouts, however. He might scout up. It looks like he's going to scout the opposite direction, so he will not, in fact, find Lucifer right off the bat, but he will know where Lucifer is whenever this Acolyte from Lucifer comes into his base. So you will be able to find that out very easily. And here we do see that this is the graveyard as well as the crypt. So yes. Here we do see these are the ghouls coming over here to the wood. Pretty much what you expect. Here's a Death Knight build. Here we do see the both going Death Knight. I don't think Lucifer likes Lich Mirror anymore. I remember reading in chat a long time ago, many years ago, where he talked about his, perhaps hate is a strong word, but here we do see actually it looks like Rain is going to throw down a graveyard as well as, so it looks like they're both doing a fiend type of thing here. But again, like I said, I remember a long time ago where we see, this is actually Rain's Acolyte being chased, but not a big deal. Lucifer's Acolyte being chased, I mean, not a big deal. But yeah, where Lucifer was in chat talking about how much he just did not like the luck-based Lich vs. Lich on Twisted Meadows, particularly. It was on this map. I think he was watching Fav and maybe Happy playing against each other. I'm not sure. But he was talking about how he just does not like that because if you get a Vampiric Aura item, there's a Vampiric Aura item that can drop from certain camps on this map, particularly that one and a couple others, and your opponent does not, then you pretty much are at a huge advantage in Garg versus Garg. And actually, that's what it was. It was Lich Garg versus Lich Garg. But generally, that's what Lich first comes into. Of course, you can do other ways with that, but it's really that's what it tends to do. Now here we do see Rain's Death Knight coming into this base as well as Lucifer's Death Knight coming into this base. So we do see that Rain's base is built quite protectively, and here we do see Lucifer over here just microing away those Acolytes while he can. Lucifer not having that Nerubian Tower up, while Rain did have the Nerubian Tower up. So of course we do see that Lucifer is at a tech advantage here. If he loses this Acolyte, he could be in a little bit of trouble. Here we do see that the his Death Knight comes in here to go ahead and save his Acolyte just in the nick of time. One has gone down, that was his Scout. If he loses another, he will be at a big gold disadvantage because he will be forced to either cancel his tech or tech without his without 5 Acolytes on gold. He does go ahead and quill and save that Acolyte. He is just trying to micro. There are a lot of little skeletons right now. Attacking units here. How much he will have yet another coil if he uses this coil, but is it going to be able to get it off? No, he does not get it off. So the Acolyte does go down. However, he is halfway through his tech at this point. If he does not lose another Acolyte, he should be okay. But it looks like another Acolyte might go down right here. He's going to go ahead and go down. So now he's down to 3 Acolytes. Again, very close to tier 2, but really he is losing a lot of gold right here from this very strong harass by Rain. Look over here, we can see that Rain's doing just fine, and we can see this is Rain's tech versus Lucifer's tech. So who is at the advantage here? I'm not really sure, but Rain has definitely done a good job with his harass. If he kills this Acolyte, that would be insane, but it does not look like that's going to happen. It might happen, however. Oh, it's so close, but it looks like it's going to be just fine. So very good job by Rain. Here we do see this is Lucifer coming in here to do maybe the same thing to Rain. However, he does actually manage to get his Death Knight surrounded, and he does go ahead and call GG. So now you can see that's game 1, and I really think that was a little bit of an early GG call, but of course, you know, these players, they play all day long in ZOTAC to get to the semifinals or the finals. So, you know, he's probably tired at this point and goes ahead and calls GG. So, you know, definitely a little early to call GG, but whatever. So this is game 1, and I will go ahead and have game 2 as well in this video. So you'll see that just about Now, I didn't say anything, and the whole time I was waiting to load those replays so I can try to get that synced up. I don't think it worked at all. That voice, I was like, can I keep that voice up? No, I can't. But this is, of course, Rain spawning as a dark green over here on the the right side, and with Lucifer on the left side spawning as the purple undead. So again, we can see this is Rain's doing the same kind of build as we just saw a second ago, and Lucifer doing a very similar build to the one he just had as well. So both players very comfortable with the way they're playing, and we'll see what happens. Now, I did just say that Lucifer is probably tired at this point. He might also just be really confident that he can win games 2 and 3 to go ahead and GG that early. We'll see what happens. But he is in fact behind, so he has to win this game in order to move on, this game and the next, to move on to the finals. Rain only has to win this game to move on to the finals. So we'll see what happens. But we do see lots of stuff going on here. We can see the Tomes of Relic going on, and we can see a Scout. A little bit interesting way to do it, but we probably had the same thing happen over here for Lucifer, because of course it's very simple, very easy to get your Scout right there. Now this time they are close spawn, so this will be interesting to see what happens. Now Rain did have a very strong harass this time. We see actually a Lich coming out for Lucifer. Now I did just talk about how he doesn't like Lich first mirrors, and again I did clarify that I was talking about just Lich Gargs, but he might have a different opinion on that now. That, like I said, that was years ago, but it is interesting and fun to see him doing Lich first. It's nice to see a little bit of variety there. Definitely something you want to see. Mirrors aren't as fun when they're just pure mirrors, as we saw last game, but this will be, they can be intense though, that's for sure. And but this will be nice to have that Lich coming out. And here is the Death Knight coming out as well. So we'll see what happens. And here is both of them going graveyard. No. In this case, we see Lucifer going ahead and throwing down a second Ziggurat. This means he's going to be doing ghouls, and Rain will be doing fiends. Now this will give the advantage to Lucifer, because that means he's going to have a very strong early game presence compared to what Rain will have. And unfortunately, I don't think this is a very build that Lucifer maybe uses very often, because he did go ahead and get his Lich surrounded by that shop, Ziggurat, and altar. He may, however, maybe that was intentional. I doubt it. I doubt that was intentional. But it does, maybe give him another goal. Maybe he's just planning to win right here on this harass. We'll see what happens. But he does have his Rod of Necromancy. That's what's really important. You can always rebuild the shop. It's not exactly expensive, and it builds fairly quickly. I think it's like a 50-second build. Maybe a 60-second build. I think it's actually a 60-second build. Either way, not a big deal to rebuild that little thing. It's pretty cheap. And he does get, of course, he does recover half of the cost from that. Now, here we do see him going ahead and saying, you know what, I know your Death Knight's here, but guess what? I don't care. I'm going to creep out your stuff. He does go ahead and a coil goes in, but a Nova as well, and the Nova is what actually managed to kill it. So Lucifer has all the experience from that creep camp, 108, while Rain has none. Here we do see him coming in for this push. Yes, we do see Rain having double Nerubian towers. Has not started his tech yet. We see Lucifer immediately going to try to kill this Nerubian tower. He's actually surprisingly killing it, taking it down very quickly. We do see an Acolyte coming over here to repair it. Another Acolyte on its way, but it looks like this tower is going to go down. Unfortunately, Rain did not expect that much damage. That was a lot of damage. I don't think anyone watching might have expected. That was a lot of... I wasn't expecting that, but very, very fast death for that. Here we can see now that makes Rain capped on supply, and is going to go ahead and start losing units here. This is a really good fight for Lucifer at this point. He's going to head and killed a Ziggurat, and he is now able to take the food army advantage here. We do see that his Lich has been sort of surrounded. He's going to have to run away. He is in range of that Nerubian tower, taking a lot of damage from the Nerubian tower. The Fiend that Rain has is in fact surrounded as well, partially from his own units, and he does go ahead and correct that and get his Fiend out of there. The Lich taking a ton of damage here. He does have another Nova, however, after he Dark Ritualed something. He is slightly surrounded, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here. It looks like they're both heroes are surrounded. The Lich is going to have to TP out. In fact, they both TP out, and that's insane. Okay, so What's going to happen here, I'm not sure. We do see that Lucifer was able to keep his units in here. Oh, and Lucifer goes ahead and gets Ice Round off on the Death Knight as well and kills it. And what he did there was he used his ghouls. What you do is you right-click on the tree, so they go to become worker status or whatever you want to call it, and they start to go mine the wood. And so when your Lich TP's out, it does not TP workers that are currently working. And that allowed him to keep the ghouls in the base. And look, from that, he's going to be able to kill the Death Knight, which is a very good move. And now he's going in here, killing all these acolytes, really taking an advantage here. And of course, I don't believe we see, there was not another shop rebuilt. Level 3 on the Lich now. Big advantage for Lucifer, and this is crazy. This is a Spirit Tower up as well as a Nubian Tower. However, with the level advantage that Lucifer has, this game is pretty much over. I mean, let's be honest. It's going to be very difficult for Rain to come back from this. It is possible, it's definitely possible, but I mean, this is Lucifer with 2 levels advantage, and here we can see that his Lich is going to this shop. He's retreating with his ghouls, but he's done so much damage here. As you can see, he has actually not teched. Okay, he's thrown down a second crypt. Really being really aggressive with this. And if we look and see, he is at 33 food, and he does go ahead and throw down another tome so he can get more skeletons. But what's gonna happen, I'm not totally sure here, but it's definitely good for Lucifer. He does have Boots of Speed on his Lich now, and that Death Knight is still only level 1. So we're gonna see what happens here. We do see a little bit of a surround on the Death Knight again. This round fully completing this round. Death Knight goes down, or doesn't go down, but Rain calls GG, and that's that. So that is games 1 and 2. Very, very fast and very quick games, very aggressive games. So we'll see what happens in game 3, which will be right here. And whoever gets game 3 will go ahead and move on to the ZOTAC finals for number 259. So very entertaining, I gotta say. Thanks to both players. I don't think the players enough. I don't know if they actually watch these. I doubt it. But you know, it's good to go ahead and thank them anyway for providing this excellent entertainment. You know, I don't know if anyone would have expected that the first 2 games in their best of 3 would have lasted, what, 10 minutes? But, okay. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just click here for game 3. Okay, just do it.